Hi, Pastor Nathan Decker with your hashtag Better Together devotion for today. And this week, I've specifically been talking about the attributes and descriptions of what does a disciple look like? What is this whole discipleship? We're called to make disciples, so what do they look like? Well, one of the things that we do is we love. We love one another. In fact, Jesus in John's gospel specifically said, "You will be known by your love." We'll be known by the way we treat one another. We'll be known by the way we treat others. We'll be known by the way that we love our enemies, Matthew's gospel. We'll be known by the way that we intentionally, selflessly, and self-sacrificing and self-giving love. 1 Corinthians 13. You see, love is within the Bible this characteristic that is all-encompassing of who God is. The writer of 1 John even called God love. God is love, he said. And for us as Christians, we are called to be kind of just overcome and overwhelmed and amazingly transformed by this love. We should love families, no matter how that definition of family is. We should love people, no matter who they love or what they believe or how they vote or any of that. Love is all-encompassing. This love causes us to have concern for those who are in need, who have been hurt in some form or fashion, or who have been silenced or neglected or hurt or somehow and disenfranchised or anything like that. Love changes the way we are, and it forces us to come to grips with the structures and the powers and all that is within us. When we are disciples, Jesus told us, when we are following Jesus, we will love one another just as we love God. Jesus is asked in the Gospels, what is the greatest commandment? And he says to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, and the second is equal unto it, to love your neighbor as you love yourself. If we are disciples, we are known by this love. This love should promote civility in our discussions, especially when they're high-stress ones, like some that are happening today in our nation. This love should encourage us to listen first, and to listen with a heart open and humble enough to realize that we could be wrong about our opinions. This love forces us to truly, truly desire the best, not for just ourselves or our group or our tribes, but for all, with an equity that pursues lifting up those who have been hurt before. We are called to be disciples, and when we are disciples, we are known by our love. Love makes us better together.